Hello everyone and welcome back to the thrilling Wasteland adventures of Old Man McRib, where we're playing through the entire Wastelanders questline in Fallout 76 as a bathrobe-clad, walking cane-wielding, grumpy cannibal geriatric ninja. No legendary effects, no mutations, and very limited weaponry and armor will make this a challenge as we get deeper into the questline. And as we go, we'll get to make increasingly evil choices and do increasingly diabolical things. At least I hope so. Remember, if you like videos like this one, be sure to go ahead and subscribe. I post lots of Fallout 76 content on the channel every week, along with some other things too. Okay, let's get back into it. Last time, we convinced the Foundation settlers to take the inoculation for the Scorched Plague and murdered their doctor, who was absolutely 100% not infected with the plague. Now, we need to convince the raiders at Crater to take the inoculation too. Unfortunately, they won't just talk to me, so I've got to jump through a few hoops for Rose at Top of the World to get their attention. Because I haven't done many of the vanilla Fallout 76 quests, I'll have to complete signal strength before I can proceed, and to do that, we just head to Top of the World and meet Rose for the first time.
Don't be scared, I'm not a ghost, I'm talking to the PA system. Hey, you came because you heard me on the radio, right? Here's the deal, we're gonna help each other out. You down with that? Fantastic! So, I've got this little radio operation I need to expand. Gotta boost this super weak signal. You know how it is. See, I found these plans for a radio signal repeater on a dead responder out by Seneca Rocks. They were gonna patch it through that giant radio array on the other side of the mountain and use it to boost their radio. Only I don't have the plans. It didn't seem important at the time. I'm kicking myself for not taking the schematic when I found it. I go back and get them, but who knows what sort of rotten lowlifes would ransack this place while I'm gone. Okay, I need you to find the plans, build the repeater, and patch it into the array following their notes. Easy peasy, right? I'll take the rest from there. We'll be in business. Rose and, whatever your name is.
We can also find an Overseer's cache here with a holotape from the Overseer, pick through the goodies in there, and see what she has to say about our new friend.
Log, Top of the World. There's someone in control of this old ski resort, and if I ever find her, I'm gonna wash her mouth out with the first thing vaguely resembling soap I can get my hands on. Selfish. That's the word. Maybe that's why she's alone. Maybe that's why she survived. But the only way she'll tell me what she knows is if I help her first. All the good people I've learned about who've died, and it's the sociopath who still gets to live.
To find the schematics and components we need for Rose's signal repeater, we'll need to search a location near Seneca Rocks that I haven't been to yet. So we'll fast travel as close as we can and then search the area. Making our way to our destination, I spot a Blood Eagle executioner who's sneaking around and having a existential crisis. We'll relieve her of that. And we'll also relieve her dog of her dog's existential crisis. And that looks like everything going on, but we might as well have a snack while we're in the area. Continuing on our journey. And after scaling down one of West Virginia's many cliff sides, we discover the Seneca Rocks Visitor Center. And I know that this can be an area with some interesting enemies, anything from high-level Scorched to Yaoguai, and I see some Scorched over there. So we're gonna sneak in all nice and quiet-like. So some of these Scorched must be holding the schematics that we need, or maybe there's some corpses here. It's been a while since I've done this, so we'll play through it and see. So far it just looks like Scorched here, I don't see anything else. geriatric ninja strikes again. Anybody else want some of this cane? I've got plenty to go around. You can run if you want. And we've been spotted. We're in danger. Time to just let them have it. Uh-oh. Can we survive? I think I saw a bear. I definitely think I saw a bear. We better top up our health here before we face the Yaogwai. If we decide to do that, I don't know. Maybe it's safer to just sneak around. Alright, Nuka-Cola Quantum. Drink that up. I do really like that new feature where you can just hold to consume. And this one's marked as a quest item, or as a quest destination, but there's no item there. We'll head over to the other one. And that has both items, so maybe that's random. Maybe sometimes they show up on one versus the other. We'll grab both of these. This is just a list of components we need. We'll grab both of these and make our way deeper into the quest. The first component we need can be found at Horizon's Rest, which is in a low-level area of the map. Of course, that's going to change. By the time everybody sees this, one Wasteland will be out, and all of this will be a bit different. But if we come at it from this direction, heading south, we can go right into the plane, get the component we need, and get out of here without engaging in a big fight. Right up here in the cockpit is our SMU transponder. Very good, very good. For our next destination, we need to go to the 98 NAR Regional Depot, which is just north of the White Spring and just south of Top of the World. I don't have the fast travel marker, so we'll head to Top of the World and make our way south. And on our way, we find some creepy Mothman cultists who will certainly need to be eliminated from existence.
Oh, great Mothman, look upon your subjects with mercy and protect them
Look
from
upon
harm.
your subjects with mercy and protect them from harm.
Yeah, that's not gonna go the way you hoped.
Holy Mothman, take me. More will come. To take my place.
No, more will not come. You're all dead. You're all very, very dead. Eat some dog food. And we'll eat this guy's eyeballs because we're still a little peckish. Alright, looks good. Health looks okay. We're getting close to our destination. Let's see if we can't find this component. Alright, location discovered. And I know that there are some robots around here, some gutsies, and a sentry bot, so I want to be very careful, very sneaky. Alright, they're pretty low level, so it shouldn't be too much trouble if we have to tangle with them. And I can't open the doors of the train car, so we have to find a way around and get to our component without pissing off all these robots, because that sentry bot might not be low level, and that would be very difficult for an old man with a walking cane and a bathrobe. Once again getting stuck on terrain, which is just a happy, fun thing to do in Fallout 76. And here's our component. And we've got enemies nearby, so I think I'm going to have to eliminate them before I can fast travel out. Let's go ahead and take down Mr. Gutsy here. He's only level 14. Shouldn't be too much trouble. And he's got an Eyebot with him, so we want to take them both out, otherwise one of them could put me in danger and send that sentry bot my way, which would be the opposite of what I want. Looks good, and now we'll head to a tinker's bench and build our signal repeater. And the easiest place to find a tinker's bench, of course, is to just go back to camp. We'll grab up some junk from the Collectron station just in case we need it, head over to the tinker's bench, and craft this thing for Rose. And we'll find it under quest items. Signal repeater doesn't actually need any junk, just the two things we picked up. Easy enough. And now the apparent psychic powers that we have in the vanilla Fallout 76 quests direct us to go to the National Isolated Radio Array to install this signal repeater. We'll head over there now. After sneaking past the super mutant hotspot, we'll make our way to the satellite array where we need to install the signal repeater. And I hear one more super mutant off to the right in that building there, but that's okay. We'll just stay nice and sneaky. Get this thing installed. Because really, I just want to move along to the Wastelanders stuff. Alright, it's installed. And now we need to direct power to the repeater, which means we're gonna have to take out that super mutant, and I remember doing this before and getting attacked by a wave of Colonel Gutsies, but doesn't look like that's happening, at least not this time. There's only one here. Oh, and he's only level 5. Easy enough. I'll be taking that desk fan, thank you. And that ammo, even though I don't use it. And here it looks like, don't really see any lore in here. Nope, we just divert power to the auxiliary component. And we'll hear what Rose has to say.
Emergency alert. It's the end of the world and we're all fucked. I love this thing. My friend, you just helped me tap into the emergency broadcast system for the whole region. This is gonna be so much fun! But enough small talk. Full disclosure, I didn't think you'd succeed at getting my signal working. So I was just gonna kill you and take your stuff when you came back. If you came back at all, that is. Guess it'd be a real dick move for me to do that now. Look, I'm what you people would call a raider. Killing, stealing, and cheating is kind of my shtick. And thanks to you, I've got a working radio. So I can reach other like-minded individuals and get them to join me. You've opened the floodgates. Hey, come see me at the top of the world when you get the chance. I've got something for ya, and I pinky swear I won't kill ya.
Now we can go back to top of the world, make our way to the elevator, and head up to the observation level to meet Rose in person. And when we make our way inside, we discover that she is in fact a robot.
Awkward. Not what either one of us expected, eh? Anyway, to prove I'm not a monster, I scrounged up some old junk to give you as a reward.
We'll go ahead and collect our paltry reward for that quest, let this stuff clear from the screen, and talk to her about meeting the raiders from Crater.
Still hanging around, huh? Alright, spit it out. I may have all day, but you're the one with a job to do.
I need you to get me in touch with the raiders.
Ooh, I thought you might notice them. That group you're talking about is run by this gal named Meg. I saw him head in about the same time as those other folks at Spruce Knob. If you want to talk to Meg, you gotta get on her good side, and I'm pretty sure I can swing it.
All right, Rose, let's hear your plan.
I thought you'd never ask. First, a peace offering. David had a trophy as a symbol of his leadership. You get that into Meg's hands, it's like passing the torch, right? Next, I'm gonna draw her ass out here with an extra special broadcast. Problem is, I need to access some old memory banks that David sealed off. He was an emotional guy, I get it, but I need you to find his original program, which I'm pretty sure he stashed at Rosalind's memorial.
So the game's kind of assuming that I know a little bit about who this David person is, which I do, but this character doesn't, but that's all right. Tell me where the memorial is, and that program's as good as found.
Yeah, about that. David sorta didn't want anyone to know about the memorial. He thought the others would think he'd gone soft, and well, he probably wasn't wrong. So, hope you like playing detective. You gotta get to David's room, get the trophy, and then find something that'll tell you where that memorial is. I ain't saying you'll have to trash the place, but you may have to trash the place. Easy peasy, right?
All right, one trophy and AI program coming up.
I knew I could count on you, and I swear this will work. The shack alone will have Meg come looking around.
All right, and with that, we can go find a trophy and an old AI program. So before we jump too far into it, just a little background here for those who haven't completed the vanilla quests in Fallout 76. I haven't done them on this character either, so it's a little strange just how it all comes together. It's like they designed it in a way that just allows you to skip it if you want to, but it is a little awkward lore-wise if you haven't played through them, if you're doing Wastelanders first. But basically, David was Rose's boyfriend after the bombs fell, and I think before the bombs fell, but she died after she was taken prisoner by the responders for being a filthy, dirty raider. And David, who thought they killed her, flooded Charleston and killed many, many people, including Rose, which he never actually knew. But he was the leader of the raiders. After all this, he took her personality, downloaded it into this Mr. Handy robot so that he could continue to be with her. Eventually, all the raiders either left or died out due to the Scorched Plague, and here we are today. So just a little background for those who maybe aren't aware, just to sort of fill in the gaps there as we go. And there's David's trophy. Perfect. All right. That was convenient timing, wasn't it? And now we need to search David's desk for clues about where the AI program might be. Closely examine the drawers, search the desk. I don't have 8 perception here, but we're going to try it and see what it says. You find nothing interesting about the drawers themselves, but you do notice a photo taped to the underside of the desktop. So apparently, even though I shouldn't have passed that skill check, I did. So maybe they have that flip-flopped or something, I don't know, but we'll take advantage of that. And then we just have to look at the photo, and that'll give us the location. Remember our anniversary? I stole that huge stash of chems and you found that secluded spot across from Ripper Alley. We spent that entire night under the stars. I'd never seen you happier. Rest in peace, dear Rosalind, wherever you may be.
You got David's trophy? Pretty cool, right? Once Meg sees that, she's gonna know you mean business. She may have been a diehard, but they all started under David. Every single one of them. Even the gourmands would have killed for that trophy. Us cutthroats had all the power and they knew it. And that trophy was the biggest symbol of them all. Nice to see it still in one piece. Hope we can say the same for Rosalind's memorial in that AI program.
And after listening to Rose's little speech, we find ourselves at Ripper Alley, which is now infested with blood eagles. We'll take a moment to assess the situation and then go in to clear them out. We'll be as sneaky as possible here. Some mid-level blood eagles. We'll take care of business with you. And it looks like we have 1 or 2 more off to the north. Oh, we have one in power armor. That could be a challenge. Oh, he wasn't a challenge. Goodbye to you. Oh, and a 3-star legendary blood eagle. Even better. Okay. Let's go ahead and hopefully not get annihilated with his, looks like a minigun or a Gatling plasma. 1 hit. I'll take it. Okay. I will take that 1-hit kill while I can, because after one Wasteland, I have a feeling Old Man McRib is going to have a bit of a time of things. Anything useful here that we can steal? Not really. We'll move along. Anybody else hanging around that needs murdering? Doesn't look like it. And our real destination is just off to the east on this cliff. We'll see if we can find Rosalind's memorial and see if there's anything else dangerous to get in our way. Old Man McRib is classy as ever with his bathrobe riding up his ass. What do we have? Some radstags? Okay, I can deal with radstags. They're food. Alright, well, maybe I can't deal with them, but they're not going to hurt me anyway. There's a little bit. We'll take some radstag meat. That's useful. Oh, that's not good. We have a Deathclaw fighting a radstag. So we'll let him kill that so that he's not aggroed, so our stealth attack can work. And hope that does the job. It does, because in Fallout 76, Deathclaws are not very intimidating. At least not for now. And here is Rose's AI program. Let's see what she has to say.
Ooh, so that's where he's been hiding it. And that memorial ain't too shabby, especially since it's David we're talking about here. So now you'll have to repair that holotape, and there's only one place I can think of that may still have a functioning terminal to do it. It's out at Solomon's Pond. I know, you're thinking, what's tech like that doing out at such a cutesy little wilderness place? Let's just say some seriously intrusive operations went down there, so I'm pretty sure it's got just what we need.
And Solomon's Pond is another location that I haven't been to on this character, because really I just created him and leveled him up just to run these quests. But it looks like our best bet is probably to just go straight there from where we are. Let's make our way to the west towards Solomon's Pond. And as we trek through the mountains, we find some Scorched that we'll need to dispatch. Sounds like they're fighting something, but maybe they're done. There might still be something else here. I would think that would have been a one-shot kill if he wasn't aggroed to something. What are they hunting for? Because it might be scarier than they are. The aggro must be cleared at this point. Yep, okay. We'll take those shotgun shells. I'm still in caution, so we've got one more hanging around here. This looks like a rest stop in the park system. And we'll have a little lunch to top up our health. Let's continue on the journey. As we wind our way through the West Virginia mountains, we'll stumble on a new location. This is the investigator's cabin, and it looks like we've got some wolves hanging around. Take care of business there, and we must be in danger, but fortunately, nothing our trusty walking cane couldn't handle. Now, on this playthrough, I've been largely avoiding, getting too sidetracked from our quests, but the investigator's cabin is really cool, simply because it could be a indicator of upcoming content. So anytime I see it, I do loot it, and most importantly, I check the terminal here. This was a terminal used by Curtis Wilson, who is a BADTFL agent. And he's got some interesting stuff that he was investigating. My name is Curtis Wilson. The BADTFL originally sent me out here to investigate the Free States movement. I worked closely with a local sheriff, Scott Darcy. However, during the course of the investigation, We turned up vast conspiracies originating from our own government institutions. It became clear that if I wanted to get to the bottom of this, I would need to quit my job and do my own investigations. Then the war happened, and we survived. Suddenly, doors that were shut tight were now wide open and unguarded, but before we could get any answers and finish our investigations, Sheriff Darcy turned up dead under suspicious circumstances. I'm taking it as a sign that I should leave and continue my investigations elsewhere when the time is right. The contents of my findings will remain inaccessible until then. The world needs to know. After that, we can look at his investigation reports, and of course these are all inaccessible, but we see a lot of them here. The mysterious guide stones, the Mothman cult, Atlas, the quarantine, domestic bugs, mysterious signal. Some of these have been hinted at in data mined content, especially the guide stones and the mysterious signal. But I'm really interested to see what are we going to learn about the Mothman cult or Atlas, or the one that really sticks out to me, and maybe it's just timeliness, but the quarantine. What's that? I haven't heard anything about that. Maybe that has to do with the new plague that at one point had affected America before the war, but it's really hard to say. So I'm really interested to see where some of this content goes. I really hope they bring this character back into the game so that we can see that, because that would be great to see all that lore tie things together and kind of grow the world. So really looking forward to that. Okay, sidetrack over. Let's head back to Solomon's Pond and finish up this quest. As we make our way to the location, I can see some hazards in the area. We've got signs of floaters. And if they're high level, that's definitely something I want to avoid with Old Man McRib. So we'll do our best to sneak through here. I've got my shotgun out just in case, because at least then maybe I can cripple them from a distance. And they are in fact high level. They don't seem to have noticed me. I plan on keeping it that way. Our quest marker is leading us to the basement. Let's head downstairs to repair the AI program. All right, nothing dangerous down here. A little bit of loot. Anything else interesting while we're here? Not particularly. We'll enter the holotape repair terminal. Enter password, and I have no password. So now we have to find it. Fortunately, or unfortunately, we've been given a quest marker that tells us exactly where it is. So while that makes it nice and easy to complete the quest, it does seem a little bit silly. If you're just going to tell me exactly where it is, why not just leave it sitting next to the damn computer in the first place? Okay, we've got a couple of hits, but ooh. All right, they're engaged with each other. That is Agent Kensington. So this must have been some kind of government operation before or immediately after the war. I'm guessing Agent Kensington is a reference to the Austin Powers character, Agent Kensington. There's our terminal password. And I'm going to live dangerously, I think, and try to take these guys out. Maybe that's not a good idea. So far, they're still engaged with each other. We'll be happy that we've done a little crippling. Go finish the quest. Top up on some food. We don't want to be starving now, do we? Now we can enter the password and repair the holotape. Unfortunately, there's no lore here. That would have been kind of cool. I'd like to know a little more about what was happening here. And now we're in caution, so something knows we're here. I'm not going to be able to just fast travel out of here, so I may have to kill these two. And from this range with a shotgun, that's not happening. I will shoot you and shoot you and shoot you, but clearly that's not doing much, is it? Agent Kensington's almost dead and crippled on the ground, so we'll use a walking cane. We managed to kill the floater. Kill Agent Kensington. Well, that could have gone a lot worse. So far, we're okay. And now we need to talk to Rose. So we'll head back to top of the world.
All right, you're back. And just when I was starting to get bored, too. Hope you managed to repair that old holotape.
Yeah, I repaired it. Here's the AI program.
As usual, so reliable. I love it. I gotta admit, I got some pretty mixed feelings on tapping into all these blocked files. On one hand, I'm sure David had his reasons for cutting me off. On the other, I'm pretty sure this would be a whole new world of entertainment for me.
Just scan for the words you need, avoid the emotional baggage, and also, you know, get to the point.
Maybe you're right. I don't need reality bringing me down. Now, just give me a second. Bleep, bloop, blorp, I'm a computer. Let me just run some filters, a little arts and crafts, and... Are you kidding me? All this data and I don't have the one word I was looking for? Okay, hate to break it to you, but I need you to go back out there and find me just one more itsy-titsy-witsy holotape. Best bet is Arctos Pharma, David's old corporate stooge job. I need you to find me a holotape with David saying the word negotiate.
Hang on a second. David was a leader and never used the word negotiate?
Yep, no negotiate, no compromise. It was his way or the highway. It's part of what made him such a badass leader.
Fine, one holotape coming up.
My hero. Now get out there and don't get yourself killed. Did I just say that? It makes me feel like a mom.
So now we'll make our way to Arctos Pharma to find this next holotape for Rose, because if there's one thing Rose is good at, it's good at wasting our time with boring fetch quests. These new Wastelanders quests involving her are no exception. If you played the original vanilla Fallout 76, you got to know Rose's penchant for time wasting as well as anyone. But that's all right. We'll make our way through Arctos Pharma. And there's 3 different places to search for holotapes here. Now, on my regular character, this is really quick and easy because I have the marsupial mutation and I can just kind of jump up to the different levels, but because we don't have that option on Old Man McRib, we've got to hunt around a little bit for how to get upstairs. Shouldn't be anything too daunting. Everything's low level here. Take advantage of that while we can. And so far so good. Nothing spotting us. No trouble. Just make our way up another floor. And maybe we need to go up one more level. Yep, one more level. We'll head out to the roof. Climb up the fire escape, and then from here, we can drop down and get what we need. I don't remember which of these holotapes is the right one. So I'm just going to go through until we find it. And here we can drop through the broken skylight. Make our way over into an office. Looks like a boardroom. Where do we want to go? Let's keep heading east. Okay, here we go. Here is our spot. Grab some junk while we're here. And listen to the holotape.
All right, folks, these terms are ridiculous. Absurd, even. I'm not signing until we see at least 80% profit.
These terms are perfectly reasonable. Since when are environmental laws and fair wages ridiculous and absurd?
Since they take away 30% of the profits we're set to gain, Lawrence. You can talk to me about fair wages when you give up your bonus.
Come on, David. We need to wrap up this deal. Our partners are getting impatient. There has to be room for negotiation here.
I'll be the one who says when it's time to negotiate here. And our partners are only impatient because they need this deal more than us. They just hope we don't realize it. Now go back to your desks and figure out how to get me that 80%, or I'll find someone else who can.
So, David sounds like he was a complete garbage person before the war and after the war. All right, we'll make our way back to Rose for her to undoubtedly give us some other random task to complete.
All right, time to finish this little pet project.
Annoying quest complete. Here's your holotape.
Ooh, I gotta admit, I don't have many files on David and Rosalind talking about their pre-Raider days, so this will be pretty interesting. I'll just give it a quick listen. Yep, sounds like David all right. Ruthless even then. Getting back to business, a little slice and dice, some audio love, and voila! Mission accomplished. All you gotta do now is take a quick trip to the nearby relay tower and set up a new transmitter to get this bad boy broadcasting.
Of course, more running. You're kidding, right? You can't just do that right here, right now. I gotta run all over the place again.
I need a new transmitter hooked up. I ain't gonna sacrifice my own signal just as you can get some FaceTime with Meg.
Fine, it's nothing I haven't done before.
Oh yeah, I heard that old Duchess lady's radio signal start up a while back. I should have known that was you. Here's the program you'll need to run at the relay tower. Just load it up and follow directions. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this, really. And here, as a token of my gratitude, you can have this old holotape back as a souvenir.
All right, one last step to complete before we can meet Meg, right? Right, Rose? Let's head to the nearest relay tower and get this thing plugged in. Okay, maybe not the nearest relay tower, but the only one I have a fast travel marker to. Shouldn't be anything too intimidating, just some low-level Scorched. We'll take them out so they don't murder me while I'm in the terminal. Everything looks good. And we've got one more, maybe two more hanging out in here, no big deal. Nothing a walking cane packed full of rusty nails can't handle. And we'll pop in our holotape and listen to the message. All right, it's called The Hookup. Pop that in the machine and activate transmitter connection and see what Rose put together.
Connected. Beginning recorded message loop.
Hey, Meg, listen up. I'm David fucking Thorpe. Get your ass over here. Top of the world is where it's at. Mezzanine. It's time to negotiate. Or I will kill every last one of you. Hey, Meg, listen up.
Broadcast loop confirmed. Congratulations.
Your transmitter is now connected.
Is that great or what? Anyway, confession time. Sure, I could have got Meg out here lickety-split. I mean, don't get me wrong, she really ain't my biggest fan. But believe me, this broadcast, way more fun. Now, you probably want to haul ass back to the mess, because something down there's making all the racket, and you're going to want that place nice and tidy for when Meg shows up.
All right, so we'll make our way back to top of the world and head to the mezzanine where we need to clear out a whole bunch of Scorched. And as sneaky as I have to play this character, it actually took me a while to clear this place out, so I'm just gonna cut through all the Scorched murdering here. Once you've seen 10 minutes of sneaking around, you've seen all the sneaking around you need to see. But there really are quite a few of them in here. And it got a little hairy every now and again, but I made it through. Not the end of the world. Nothing old man McRib and his cane couldn't handle. And with that, it's time to meet Meg and the Raiders.
The hell is this? Where's Thorpe?
David Thorpe? You mean Dave? Dave's not here, man. You came to talk, right? You can talk to me.
Bullshit. I'm only here for David. If that bastard survived, I want to see him. Now where is he?
David's not here. I had Rose send the message.
You got that old diaper pail on your side? So who the hell are you? Don't tell me you're one of those worthless settlers.
And what if I was? What are you gonna do about it, huh? I got a walking cane with your name on it.
If you are, well then, this conversation's over. Because you're trespassing, and we don't take kindly to criminals.
I'm trespassing? I'm a criminal? I don't think so. I've been murdering plenty of trespassers for quite some time across the Wasteland now. I'm from Vault 76.
Holy shit, a vault dweller! Even better. You come scurrying out of your little cubbyhole and you think you can start making demands? Think again.
Finally, somebody willing to give me a little attitude back. If it weren't for Vault 76, you and your buddies would have no Appalachia to come crawling back to.
Excuse me? Boy, you got some fire in you, I'll give you that. And maybe we might owe you that. So, 7-6. What's this all about?
I have David's trophy.
David's trophy, huh? Wow, he must be dead. Return tail if you've managed to get your hands on it. Huh. I take it this means you recognize me as leader around here. Smart. Looks like you got yourself a brain after all. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll spare you a minute to tell me what you want before I get back to retaking Appalachia.
What do you mean, retaking? You left this place behind when you all ran away, when everything got tough and scary.
We left to survive. And if you hadn't noticed, it was the right choice. You can't just claim everything for yourselves just because we stepped out.
Yeah, I beg to differ, but the only thing that really matters right now is the Scorched Plague.
You don't get to talk to me about that. We lost everything to that disease while you were all sitting pretty underground.
Yeah, well, after I got out of underground, I learned all about what you and your friends were up to. All you did was kill and loot. Anything you lost, you deserved, and you know it.
They teach you how to look down on people in those vault classes? While you were stuffing your face with years' worth of supplies? Only one thing keeps you alive out here, 7-6. Take or get taken.
I could criticize her about justifying the blood on her hands, but I've got a lot of blood on my hands too, so that's probably a little bit disingenuous. That attitude is why you couldn't defeat the Scorched, but the inoculation can help you. Let me work for you and give it to you for free.
Inoculation? That's just some bullshit the responders made up to sucker the weak out of their supplies. Didn't fall for it then? Sure as shit ain't falling for it now.
So we've got some options here. There's a charisma check, which we can't pass. An intelligence check that we can, but I don't actually want to do that because I don't want to skip the next part of the quest. So the Scorched are coming, whether you believe me or not.
Oh, I know all about the Scorched. Got my own plans, like wiping them out. Why don't you take a look yourself? Got a raid going down right now that can show you how it's done.
Oh, I'd love to pass this intelligence check because honestly, I'd kind of like this quest to be over, but I'm pretty sure I get to do something mean on the next part, and that's kind of the whole point of Old Man McRib, so... Oh, just tell me, Meg, where this raid is happening.
Up north a ways, closer to the crater. Ain't gonna let any of those things linger too long near our base.
Fine, I'll check on them, but if your way doesn't work, you get inoculated.
Oh, I'll take that bet. You'll see. We're back. We ain't gonna let anyone stand in our way. Head out to their location and find Aldrich. Tell him I sent you. Once you got it all wrapped up, head back to our base. It's the crater. Built out of that old space station. Believe me, you can't miss it.
All right, so we will head to Meg's raid, see how that went. I'm sure it didn't go very well, and of course these guys are all essential, so I can't hurt any of them. But that's all right. Let's head out and find Aldridge, and then we'll go talk to Meg for the best conversation to come in the series yet. Okay, so Aldridge and his crew are at a spot just south of Crater. And when I approach, I can see some Scorched. That could be the remains of his crew, or it could be what attacked them. Some dead Scorch beasts. Just go ahead and take care of business here. Vats is not being cooperative. Thank you. And it looks like just one more. Still in caution. There must be something else around here. I don't see it. I'm gonna head into the trailer. Oh, nope. There, we've got one more. You can go away. And now, we'll head inside the trailer and meet Aldridge. And inside, we see a clearly injured man who we will steal from and see what he's got to say.
Who the hell are you?
Meg sent me to check on you.
Well, ain't I flattered. Sure she ain't gonna be too happy to see those Scorched rode over us like nothing. With my luck, I'm just gonna end up like one of them things.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
Aren't you a ray of sunshine with the comfort skills of an asshole? I'd at least expect you to lie to me and make me think it'll be all right.
Where's the fun in that? All right, I'll give you one shot here, buddy. Kill yourself. It's the only way.
Are you crazy? Man, I ain't one of those things yet, and there's no proof I will be.
Yeah, I gave you a chance, my friend. Sorry. Can't pass the charisma check. Oh, well. I guess I just have to attack. Fine. I'll kill you myself then.
Are you crazy?
Well, I don't know. 25 years underground and living in a wasteland have not been kind to Old Man McRib's sanity. Well, that task is complete. Let's go see Meg at Crater. And when we first arrive here after completing this, the Raider dailies will pop up so we can start doing those to earn reputation. In this case, for this character, I really don't care about earning reputation, so we're not going to spend any time on that. We're just going to head right into the Crater core and meet Meg. We'll get to explore plenty of this place in the future. For now, we just want to let Meg know how this went.
Appalachia belongs to us. There ain't nobody that can prove me wrong. Look who finally showed up. Where's Aldridge?
So I could lie here, say he was the only survivor, but he was infected, which would be true. I think I want to just be nasty here. He's dead. I killed him.
Hell yeah.
You did what?
Always be upgrading. That's what
I'm afraid that's unacceptable. You kill one of mine and then come waltzing in here expecting to leave?
Yeah, don't take this the wrong way, but I did you a favor and saved your lives. If he came back here, you'd all be infected with the Scorched Plague.
Damn it, 7-6. If I didn't know in my gut you were right, I'd kill you right here, right now. You got yourself a real attitude problem.
That attitude is why I'm still alive.
You know, if I didn't know you were a vault dweller, I'd take you for a regular mercenary. Look, 7-6, I don't like you much, and I sure as hell don't trust you. I ain't interested in losing out to no Scorched either. So I'm willing to make an exception. Based on you having done me a favor, you dig?
Yeah, you don't like me much? Well, the feeling's mutual. Let's just get this done.
Yeah. Let's get this done.
And with that, we've convinced the raiders to take the Scorched Plague inoculation once we make it available. Earlier, I called that the best conversation I've seen in the series so far. I just thought it was great. It's really rare for any RPG conversation, especially one in Fallout 76, to really flow naturally, but I felt like that one just did, and it's one of the standout moments of Wastelanders, at least in my opinion. So next, we need to return to the Overseer and work with her to get inoculations ready for the newcomers, and that's what we'll do in our next episode. Remember, if you liked this, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, or leave a comment. I know these aren't the most popular things I do on the channel, but I also know there are a bunch of people out there that really like this series, so it means a lot and it'll definitely continue, even if one Wasteland forces me to make some changes to my self-imposed challenges. We'll see how that all goes. Till next time, I'm Fisty McRib.